Carly McMenoman. Give her a nice hand. Carly McMenoman.
Come on, have some fun.
That's better than when there was a typo last time, and they said I was Carl. I was like, I have big shoulders, but fuck you guys. You guys laughing more at that just confirms the issue. I don't really have a whole lot of new material, but I can tell you the story about me failing at trying to get laid this weekend. All right. Woo, it's very relatable. My roommate had his buddy over who, like, I flirt with a lot because he's adorable and I'm trying to do him. And he was like, hey, you should come out with us tonight. But, like, I really didn't feel like it, and I was trying to play hard to get. And he was like, come on out. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I just don't have the energy or resources to go out to a bar and watch a bunch of guys all dressed in purple and yellow slap hands and rub cocks if none of them are going to leave in my mouth. You've all seen dudes do the belly bump. It's weird. They're touching pee-pees. He was like, seriously, that's all you need to come out with us tonight is to get laid? I'll fuck you. I was like, I'll meet you at the car in 10 minutes. Right, so I quick ran into the bathroom, did like the nose down shave, right, slapped on some nice jeans and left. And then I totally thought I had it in the bag, right? Because like the whole time we're at the bar, he keeps walking up behind me and like rubbing his face hairs in my little neck groove here and kept saying things like, can I stick my finger in your butt later? I was like, shit, man, if we leave now, you can start with the finger. What? But, I don't, like, he's like, all right, let's go. And I'm not 100% sure how he managed to get us a ride home from some dude who we don't know that wasn't a cab. He used some weird pussy power, which is odd because he's a fucking guy. And I can't even do that because I'm chubby and it's LA. It's a pain in the ass, right? So we get back to my apartment and like, I was really impressed with him that he like managed to get me away from my friends into a dark parking lot, and it was a situation when I couldn't be raped. Like he was successful in that endeavor. So like, we get to my apartment and he said something to me that I never expected to hear pre-coitus. He goes, do you want some pizza? One, isn't this my house? I should be throwing the offers out. But two, no, didn't we just do a bunch of blow like 15 minutes ago? Yeah, we did, because I distinctly recall doing that line off your ball sack. Again, what? And I learned a really valuable lesson that night. Don't let some blackout drunk douchebag cook in your house, right? Because as he's pulling the pizza out of the oven, he goes, trying to be all cute and seductive, I don't know, thwap, and just drops it right back into the oven. And I was like, oh, you son of a bitch. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining here, right? Because if that was lube all over my bedroom carpet, I wouldn't say boo. But that's not a self-cleaning oven. So we're sitting in the living room, right? And he's all like eating pizza and I'm all like licking my face and talking too much because I didn't think the blow was that bad. And you know what he said to me that made me realize I wasn't getting any that night? Here's what he said, folks. He went, right? So I was just pissed. Like, I got up, went to my bedroom, stripped off all my clothes, and left the door cracked because I'm passive-aggressively persistent. And he wasn't attractive enough for me to want to wake him back up. So then I woke up at like 9 in the morning to him pounding on my bedroom door, which was weird because I left it open for him. Idiot. And he was like, hey, I need a ride to work. And I was like, hey, call a cab. I already gave you room and board. I don't owe you a fucking thing. He goes, I can't. I only have $9. And I was like, wow, I'm a comic and I have 13. You are a loser. You should walk then. I know you're well rested. Son of a bitch. Right, so I decided to give him a ride home because that whole passive-aggressive thing I mentioned earlier. But I didn't do it happily. Like, I get in the car and I was like, listen, fucker. I didn't shave everything from here down, so the only sausage I could get last night would be on a goddamn pizza. He was like, what? Seriously? You're mad at me? Why are you mad at me? And I was like, I'm mad at you because I expect you to handle your liquor like a man. I take you out to Olive Garden, you save room for tiramisu, but I take you out drinking and you can't save room for pussy? Faggot. It's like, maybe if we would have went into the bedroom last night instead of the kitchen, I wouldn't be chewing your ass right now for making a sticky mess all up in my hot oven, huh? Yeah, that was kind of gross. Right? He was like, what? I would have had whiskey dick anyway. And I'm like, that's fine. You could have sloppily went down on me for like 35 minutes while I needed your balls in a vain attempt, you prick. It's drunken sex by definition. He was like, you know what? You should have just went for it. What? It's like, seriously? If I wanted to fuck someone that just laid there, I would have had sex with Kevin Nealon last night. It worked. So that's why I rubbed 4 out this morning.